Nausea doesn't happen to everybody. Some people escape it. But it starts in the first trimester, mellows in the second trimester, returns in the third trimester, not as much as the first trimester, but the first trimester is the peak of it. Second trimester, you're back to yourself, just like your baby bump is more visible. Then third trimester as well. In the first trimester, you can sleep on your back, no wahala. But second trimester, when the baby bump is now growing, you have to, adjust. Even though yes, some nights we make mistake and go back to our normal sleeping position, but you have to correct yourself when you make that mistake. No, you don't experience the same thing. You're on different journeys. And even though you are both pregnant for a boy, even though you got pregnant the same day, it's different journeys. Even though people are twins, it's different. So don't look at it. This person is going through this. I think I'm going to go through that. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be moisturizing my hair and then discussing some pregnancy myth I found online and then how it affected me when I was pregnant. So let's jump into it quickly. Okay, before I start with the pregnancy myth, this hair, I've been training this hair for over 5 years and this is the length. So what's the story behind this hair? I think let me take myth number one. In fact, I'm not ready. This one is not from online. This one is one I heard. Myth number one is when you're pregnant, you tend to grow your hair. Your hair grows long, fuller, and all. And then, especially when you're pregnant for a girl, your hair grows fuller and all. And then, when you give birth, you start shedding the hair, and you lose all the hair. Now, is this myth true? I would say yes, so it's true because actually the period of pregnancy, my hair, my naturally, my hair had stunted. It was the growth was stunted for a while, and then during pregnancy, I didn't really bother. That was period of lockdown, so I didn't even really bother hair care, also whatever. I didn't even do a lot of extension to add extensions to my hair. It was more of my natural hair. Let me start styling already. It was more of my natural hair, twist out and all that. So my hair grew because after giving birth, that was when I actually checked the hair length and it was fuller, it was very thick. Even my mom, when she came for mobile, she was like, see you have hair because naturally, actually, my hair used to be scanty. They used to say my hair was like my grandma's hair. So the hair was fuller and longer. I was feeling myself until after exclusive breastfeeding, my hair started dropping. I started losing front hair. I started losing it too. Started losing the pregnancy hair. And that is it. So is that myth true? It's not. I didn't believe it at first, but it kind of makes sense now. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Maybe there's just a scientific explanation to what really happened to that hair. And okay, another thing that made the hair cut was after that period, yes, I was losing my front hair, yeah. But after that period, I think it's bad salon because I went to one salon like that. I told him, give me a trim. I saw people doing, oh, natural hair, you have to give it a trim. Since I started this natural hair journey, I've not trimmed my hair. And I went to one nonsense salon that they should give me a trim. I don't know if the guy smoked something that day. That was how the guy didn't even stretch my hair to check where the excess hair was, the breakage was. What he did was he just like my hair is now. That was how he started trimming it. And I was sitting there thinking he knew what he was doing. So at the end of the day, the ones that because natural hair shrinks, so it's not equal. You have to actually stretch it before you can trim the edges. So he trimmed it and the hair became unequal. So I've been managing that and trying my best to just manage it. I'm praying that it grows. If not for anything now that I've said, let me just get pregnant again so that I'll have the opportunity to have a long hair. So is that myth true? I'll say um maybe, I don't know. For medical practitioners, you have to give us a better explanation to that. I took off my ring because I want to start my hair. I don't like oil touching it. So the next myth I'll talk about, our answer is, or the next myth we'll treat is, they said if you walk over a pregnant woman, the child will look like you. I don't know. I've not heard that before. I'm just seeing it on the internet. Anyways, I don't know that. I don't know that. Walking over a pregnant woman. When I was pregnant, it was actually lockdown period. So I didn't even have much people around me. It was mainly me and my husband. So I didn't have much people around me saying someone has to walk over me. So I don't know that one. Please, if you do, let us know in the comment section if that one is true or false. I don't know about that. Okay, so let me look at the next one, please. The next one is, if you walk in the sun while pregnant, your child will be replaced by an evil spirit. These people should say something else. See, during the period of pregnancy, like I said in my previous videos, when I'm treating my motherhood journey, I had to walk. So, and where I was working was a remote area. Like, I came under the sun in the afternoon, especially when you go to court in the morning, and then the court case lingers till afternoon. You're under the sun, so I don't know. I don't know about this one. This is so not true because I didn't give birth to an evil spirit. In fact, I'm blessed with a child, my adult. So people shouldn't confess such rubbish. Don't even confess such rubbish. The Spirit of God is in your child. The Bible says the child grew and waxed strong in spirit. So, Spirit of God will not be evil spirit. That's what you tell yourself. So I don't know where they got this one from. Talking about safety pin. If you're working in the afternoon, you have to carry safety pin. I don't know anything about that. It doesn't relate to me. Sorry. Okay, the next one, they said if your pregnancy is big, then it's a girl, and then if your pregnancy is little, then it means it's a boy. I don't know about that. The truth is, I don't believe that. I don't believe that one too, because I won't say my pregnancy was big. It wasn't even noticeable. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I probably have uploaded it before this one, but my stomach wasn't big like that. It wasn't so big because how I knew it wasn't so big was before they even found out at the office that I was pregnant. It was when I was in my ending of second trimester, third trimester. In fact, some of my colleagues do when I was pregnant and I gave birth and they heard she has given birth, like, was she pregnant? So you know that sort of thing. So people attributed to the fact that I'm tall, I'm kind of tall and huge, so you won't really notice I'm pregnant. But if my stomach was big, I'm sure though that if the baby bump was big, I'm sure though that said okay, she's pregnant. So I gave birth to a baby girl, so the bump wasn't so noticeable to some people, except someone that actually looked up when they see me throwing up or when they see me, because I always carried water, so they'll be wondering why she's carrying water in her. But aside that, it wasn't big, it wasn't so big, it wasn't big at all. And I get better, it wasn't big, so I get better girl. So that myth, I think it's not correct. These people should correct me in the comment section. If you have a different comment, if you have a different opinion, let me know in the comment section. The hair is not so bad, so the length is not bad, but it was healthier than this when I gave back. I was feeling myself. It was full, it was thick, it was like a forest. This is going to make me want to have another baby soon, so that this natural hair thing and joining will be sweet. And that period, I'll take good care of the hair. I'm not going to any work salon for them to give my hair a trim. Okay, let's take the next one. Sorry, this vlog may be long, so just relax and let's enjoy. Let's just together. Okay, you can't eat seafood when pregnant. As a Rivers girl, in fact, it's even now so that we moved to this place. I have not even taken periwinkle. As a Rivers girl, all my soup has periwinkle, has fish, and then I like catfish. So when I was pregnant, in fact, when I was pregnant was when the craving for catfish came. Actually, the first time I had catfish when I was pregnant, I threw up. My husband saw something that period too. I threw up the catfish. But in my third trimester, it didn't affect my baby. Okay, so I don't know where they got that one from. If you're wondering what I'm using for moisturizing my hair, I'm using Mega Growth moisturizer to just moisturize the hair, leave-in strengthener to moisturize the hair and holding it in. So the next one says you shouldn't have sex while pregnant. I don't know which people brought this one, or is this one a myth? Like, you shouldn't have sex while pregnant. I treated this in one of my videos where I said, can you sex in pregnancy? I talked about this, and it wasn't an issue. Our health professional didn't say I had an issue. But I know there are some women that they have sort of a complication, and their pregnancy is very special. Let me just say special, and so they may be instructed not to have sex. So it depends. It depends. But this one is not a myth for me. I don't know where Google is bringing that one from. I don't know who is saying this. Like, who says that? It doesn't apply except your medical professional tells you because of a certain health condition. Else, you can in the first trimester normal. As far as your husband is not an animal, normal in the first trimester. Second and third trimester, he has to be careful because baby bump comes up, and baby bump is now very visible, and he cannot be lying and pressing the baby, so you have to improvise other styles and other sexual activities you can do. So this one, I don't know who brought it. Okay, but you have to speak with your health professional. I've said this in this other video, so go and watch it. Okay, next one is you need to eat for two. You don't need to eat for two. In fact, me, before I got pregnant, I was like, I'm going to have pregnancy cravings, and now the hype of my pregnancy craving, I'm going to eat this, eat that. The truth is, I didn't even have any pregnancy craving, and right now I'm like, why? In fact, secretly, I'm praying to God next one I should have pregnancy craving. Just to feeling and to understand how these women actually have pregnancy craving, because I didn't have any actually. I did not have any pregnancy craving. I was just eating normal, cooking normal. In fact, most times I was even avoiding food because of throwing up. Another one says must eat 3 meals a day. It's not super compulsory to eat 3 meals a day, but you should just make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure you're eating healthy, and make sure, in fact, one thing you shouldn't do without is water. That's why I'm taking from my perspective. I'm not a health professional. Don't quote me anywhere. I'm not a health professional, but you mustn't eat 3 meals a day. But you should be able to take nutrients, at least take a healthy diet. So it doesn't mean you must have 3 square meals. I think one thing I said I can't do, I was not able to stay without during pregnancy was water. Water is very important during pregnancy. Water itself cannot make you fall. As far as you're taking water, you're okay. But you need nutrients from folate and all from other food. So yes, you don't necessarily need to eat 3 times a day or take 3 meals a day. You can take 2 healthy meals, but it's advisable just take 3 meals. You're pregnant, so some people won't eat 10 times a day. So just try and eat something, even though you're not the type that eats, but try and eat something, even though it's fruit, vegetables. It's important. Now I'm saying, okay, eating carrot makes your baby fairer. I know carrot contains keratin, like the chemical keratin, and all these people, health professionals, I know to explain it better. The science people understand better. Does it make baby fair? I don't know. My husband is fair, so naturally my baby is exactly, my daughter is exactly like my husband, so she came out fair, not my skin complexion. So my taking carrot, believing he is going to be my baby fair was just me talking, but that's not the reason she's fair. My husband is fair, so that's why she came out fair. In fact, let me say I was eating carrot for myself. When people say eating orange make your baby fair, I didn't want to take any orange, and my baby is really fair, even fairer than my husband, so it has nothing to do with that. If you believe it, whatever you believe, you get. This one, you can't fly in the last 4 months of pregnancy. Did you say 4 months of pregnancy? 4 months of pregnancy. I don't believe that. 4 months is no. You can fly, but I think they have limits. I think it's from, let me say, 36 weeks. You can't fly, either 28 or 36 weeks. they won't accept you flying, because within that period they believe the baby is coming and you may give birth um in transit. So this one is not true for some airlines, or depends on the airlines. I think why they are saying this one here, according to what I'm reading, is because of the scanner, and they are saying the scanner doesn't affect the baby in there. So that's it. So one says you only feel sick in the morning. That's morning sickness. Like next myth is you only feel sick in the morning. I think I've treated that in one video. I probably uploaded before this one. The truth is you won't only feel sick in the morning. Sickness does not happen in the morning. Like that's what we used to think, more because of the name morning sickness. So it's like, oh, morning sickness is morning. Morning sickness is not only in the morning. No. Morning sickness happened to me because I was feeling it was only in the morning. I knew that yes, it happened in the morning. In fact, first thing I take water in the morning, and guess what? I'm throwing up. That period of morning, that nausea. Nausea doesn't happen to everybody. Some people escape it. But it starts in the first trimester, mellows in the second trimester, returns in the third trimester, not as much as the first trimester, but the first trimester is the peak of it. Second trimester, you're back to yourself, just like your baby bump is not visible. The entire trimester as well. So, morning sickness doesn't happen in the morning. I had it in the morning, afternoon, evening. Morning, I start my day with water, and guess what? I throw up immediately. But if I eat in the morning, I have to start begging, saying, please, I don't want to throw up. I don't want to throw up. What happened? Oh, my nausea experience wasn't for me at all. It's all because of the environment. There was only a period where I ate noodles in the morning, and my principal then was like, they're running late for court. I should come out. Let me come out. He had already gone to the car, and then only for me to come downstairs. And guess what? Wow. The noodles I ate was on the floor. And children were going to school that morning, and they were like, Indomie. In my mind, I'm like, can you imagine? Who trained these children? They cannot even say sorry, ma, or something. It's busy calling Indomie. It was really embarrassing. Well, not to bother some people, anyways. It's not like that can happen to you. Some people escape nausea, so don't get worried. Like, does it mean I'm going to experience this too? Nah. I didn't experience spitting. Like, I didn't go spitting around, I threw up here, but I didn't go spitting around. I can remember my auntie when she was pregnant, she always carried a bottle to spit in. I didn't spit like that, so I didn't experience that spitting stuff. So, different strokes for different folks. So, morning sickness only in the morning. It happened to me in the afternoon, in the evening, after anytime. It can happen anytime. So, I debunk that, okay? Let us know some in the comment section. Like if you know some that they told you when pregnant, let us know in the comment section. Okay, another one, will I call it a myth? Because actually when my mom saw my belly, my postpartum belly after I gave birth, and she was like, are you sure they didn't swap your baby? That's what my mom was like, are you sure they didn't swap your baby? Because your belly looks like you gave birth to a baby boy, my mom used to, like, she can look at your stomach, the pregnancy, the baby bump, and tell the sex of the child. That's what she felt like she could do that. So when she looked at mine, because of COVID, we weren't really seeing. In fact, the first time she saw me when I was pregnant was after I gave birth. In fact, the first time she saw me was after I gave birth. Okay, she didn't see the baby bump, so the first time she saw the baby bump was after I gave birth. And then she was like, are you sure they didn't swap? Because this is a baby boy's tummy. Actually, we actually thought it was a baby boy, and you'll get to find out later why didn't we go for scan? Why were we thinking it was a baby boy? Sometimes scan can fail. So I'll talk about that later. I think I'll do a video on that one too. I can't give you all the gist here now. If I give you all the gist, what will be the content? So the content is coming. That one is coming as a separate video. I talk about it. But yes, so the thing I saw online is the lining. There's a way they calculate the lining on the stomach to tell if it's a baby boy or baby girl. So baby boy has this very thick straight line, I guess, a full straight thick line dividing the tummy, And for the girl, I think it doesn't go straight down. I think it stops at a certain point. Please correct me in the comment section. And this is not my thing, but yeah, that's how they differentiate. If I saw that one online, so that's one part of what I was believing the baby boy stuff. And then voila, my angel came. So yes, my mom said that one too, but that line, it doesn't really, it's not true, because in my case it didn't come out like that. So that lining stuff isn't true. So I'll say that myth is not true. Don't even allow them to look at the lining. Go and do scan. Go and do scan in a good hospital. If you're not sure about the first scan, do another one. I know scan also misbehaves in telling the number of children, but the truth is just God that knows what we are carrying. So sometimes medicine can actually not give us an accurate, um, cannot tell us accurately what we're carrying. It's God that knows best. Yeah. So that's it. Let me read another one since I'm almost done till I finish this here. Okay, this one I'm saying, drink lots of water when you're pregnant or your baby will come out dirty. Hey, I don't know anything about your baby coming out dirty, but I know you have to drink enough water. And I know they say don't drink too much water before going to bed, so it's to ease the stress of waking up to pee all the time. Because as a pregnant woman now, when the baby bump starts growing very well and the baby starts lying on the bladder, you have to need to pee often. And so drinking lots of water still at night won't trigger the whole I want to pee thing, distracting your sleep, or carrying baby bump to go and wee. Doesn't mean you won't be at night if you reduce the intake of water, but at least reduce the number of times you have to stand up to go and wee. So your baby coming out dirty, I don't know about that one, because I took water. In fact, the bottles I used during pregnancy, I gave it out because I didn't see myself carrying that kind of big bottle outside for water. So I made sure I had a bottle with me. Even going to court, going to the office, I made sure I had water. Like if I finished the water I carried, buy another. Water is something I took. I took lots of water. So I don't know about making the baby dirty, but I know it's important for you need to stay hydrated as a pregnant woman. So don't go and test it and say, okay, I'm not going to drink water. Water is important. If the baby comes out dirty, I don't know about that one. We don't know. For those that know, please let us know in the comment section what they mean by the baby coming out dirty if you don't take enough water. Okay. Yeah, I'm saying that when they say if you crave any food, your baby will love the food. I talked about this one. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to believe it because yes, my baby kind of likes bread, but she doesn't like avocado like that. And I took lots of avocado when I was pregnant, but she likes bread. Wait, yeah, I took bread a lot. Bread and avocado, bread and coconut too. Bread and almost everything. It's anything I ate a lot. I ate curry that period too. I ate curry. So now she doesn't know, she's a picky eater, so she won't really carry now. I think when she was growing, like when I was weaning her off breast milk, she was taking these things. So, like I thought she would like them, but right now, you have to beg the queen to eat. Right now, the queen decides what she wants to eat. Except she's truly hungry, or except she sees enough encouragement. I don't know why children of these days now, if meat is not there, if something to encourage them is not there, you're wasting your time. I think the truth is, meat was actually part of my baby's first words. Like she didn't want to say, she said meat before she said mama. But she doesn't want to say, she didn't say mama, she said mommy. But she said meat before she said mommy. Because Dada was like her first, which I was jealous of. But meat came before me. Like meat came before mommy. She said meat before she even said mommy. In fact, now I'm seeing another one. Pregnant women should sleep on their left side. It's not a myth, Sha. And that's the same thing they're saying here. It's not really a myth. I said it in my previous video, and now I'm answering these things here. I'm like, is there any even need to upload that one? But I'll just upload it. I'll actually look at that video as if I've not posted it. So I'll check it out and see if I'll upload it or just leave it and upload this one, because I talked about sleeping position in that previous video, and I said the left side is actually preferable. Have you? Yeah, I said the left side is the best place to sleep when pregnant, but doesn't mean that in the first trimester you can sleep on your back, no wahala. But second trimester, when the baby bump is now growing, you have to, adjust. Even though yes, some nights we make mistake and go back to our normal sleeping position, but you have to correct yourself when you make that mistake. So the left side being the best is not a myth, it's a fact, it's true. Yes, I know. I saw another one that you said. So the next one is, I'm just talking a lot, right? The next one is, they said if you eat okra soup, the baby will will be a special needs child that will be drooling. I don't know who is to invent all this myth, because special needs child be drooling. I don't know that. I'm trying to remember if I ate okra soup. Not really. I did a lot of oha soup that period, native soup. When I was pregnant, more native soup. I did water leaf soup, if I'm not right, egusi. Okay, but for okra, I think okra was after I gave birth, so my child is not a special needs child. I don't know that. So the first time I'm trying to tell you that it's what you believe. So what you believe, that's what you see. So you don't believe such a thing, so it doesn't happen to you, and you now say, oh, it's true. Don't believe such. Okay, eating okra soup doesn't mean you have a special needs child. That means all the people that like okra and like draw soup during pregnancy, they won't eat it. I don't know if you didn't eat it during your time, or you eat it during your time and you don't have a special needs child. Please let us know in the comment section so that other people will learn and not be telling themselves that, oh, this one I like okra like this. When I'm pregnant, I don't eat okra because I don't want to have a special needs child. I think I have to end this vlog here because it's becoming too long and it's making me talk too much, and I don't know if you're going to keep up. But I'll still answer a few questions, Sha. If by now we've been talking like this, you've been hearing me gist, and you've not clicked the like button yet, or even subscribed, it's well. May God do to you what you're doing to me. So if you want God to do something good for you, then do something good for me by clicking the subscribe button, which is free. It's just your way of supporting my channel, and clicking the like button too to encourage me to make more video, make more content, and talk. Alright, so let me check another myth, since I think I have like 3 or 4. I think I have like 3 or 4. Okay, now this one says the baby's position in the womb can tell you its sex. Just like I explained that my mom telling me the line stuff, how the line stuff can, I think that's the line they're coming from. So the position talks about the line and all. I beg, I don't believe this one now, because that line thing now, I told you now, did it happen? No. It was a girl. So this one, I don't really believe it. I don't even know how would they know the position of the baby. This line thing doesn't really determine anything. I think some people even talked about the navel. If the navel comes out, if it doesn't come out, it determines the sex of the baby. Or please let us know in the comment section that navel myth. I can't really remember. If your navel comes out so and so, what happens? See, this thing is different strokes for different folks, right? So don't bug yourself. Your pregnancy is special. Even our children, when you give birth, there are some children that learn fast to walk, start running, not talking faster than the others, doesn't mean the other ones won't talk. They talk at their time, and when they won't start talking, it won't even look like they started talking late. When they start curling or start walking, it won't look like they started late. So don't push. Everything is different strokes for different. For you join the community not to compare, to beat yourself, but to actually learn. So when you join a community of pregnant women, it's not for you to now start beating yourself when um saying, okay, this woman experienced this, I'm going to experience that. No, you don't experience the same thing. You're on different journeys. And even though you are both pregnant for a boy, even though you got pregnant the same day, it's different journeys. Even though people are twins, it's different. So don't look at it, this person is going through this, I think I'm going to go through that. No, don't believe it. If the person is going through anything negative, don't believe it. I read one other myth here that says if you visit a woman that just gave birth, you induce contraction, and then you induce labor. This one is in the Mary story, Mary and Elizabeth. When Mary went to visit Elizabeth, then the baby leaped in Elizabeth's stomach. My darling, this one I can't really say. But what I would say is I had a similar story. Not like I visited someone that just gave birth, but the husband, I think the night before I gave birth, in fact I was supposed to give birth that night, but I gave birth early hours of the next morning. So in fact I was supposed to, I would have said that day was my baby's birthday, but since he clocked 12 already, that's why the next day is her birthday. Next day became her birthday. So that Sunday afternoon, the husband of this certain lady called my husband and was like, my wife had just given birth. She just came to the hospital and she gave birth. There was no complication. And so my husband shared it with me that Sunday. That was like after the morning service. I was like, thank God for them. Oh, this is the type I want. And I told my husband, let's go into this people their life. Like, this is the type I want to. No stress. And guess what? There and there, I was having my own contractions, which I thought it was that. I thought it was just early. I thought it was some signs. You know, there's this. I'll let you know. I'll put it in the screen. I'll put it on the screen. There's a kind of contraction that comes to prepare you for the main labor contraction. So I thought that was the contraction. So I didn't know that my baby was about coming. So will I say this myth is true? I didn't go to visit them directly, but just hearing that this woman had given birth and giving birth the way I wanted to give birth triggered me saying, okay, I'll so towards this, and I started having contractions. So, or it's what you believe. That's what I'll say. Or I'll say this one is somehow true. It happened in Mary and Elizabeth's time. Was the baby lived for joy, and not more like Elizabeth had contraction that period and gave birth, or Mary had contraction that period and gave birth. Well, it's kind of true if I'm to judge for myself what happened to me. So it's kind of true, but it's what you believe. So don't think, okay, I'm pregnant now, I don't want to induce labor. Let me not go and visit someone that just gave birth. No. So visit the person. So finally, I'm on the last one, and I know I've been talking for almost an hour. I'm like, this hair should do and finish. So thank you very much for staying with me and listening to me gist and talk about pregnancy myth and my experience and my thoughts on it. If you found this video educating, if you found this video useful, interesting, please give this video a thumbs up and like this video, subscribe to my channel, share it and recommend to someone that's pregnant. Tell them not to bother themselves. They're going to give birth well. You're going to give birth healthy and strong. Don't bother yourself, don't think too much about it. You can also watch my other videos where I did some recommended books. I keep going to that recommended books because where you have knowledge, knowledge is power. So we all need knowledge. We need to build on it. Not just the medical books, but you have to read Christian books. You have to, for Christians, my Christian sisters, you have to read inspirational books. You have to read books that will build your faith, because this journey is more spiritual than physical. You're partnering with God to bring another life on earth. It's a big deal. So it's more spiritual than physical, and it's a wonderful journey. And after the whole travel of labor, when the baby comes, you feel that joy. Like, did you do this? Is this your child? Is this yours? Did this child come from you? Sometimes I look at my daughter and I'm like, did I give birth? Did I really do this? Because I'm a mom of one. For those that have done it like countless times, they're like pro moms, yeah. But for me, I'm like, did I really do this? Like, is it me that best? How did this happen? And that's it. So don't stress yourself too much, but don't think about the process. Just let God do it and trust in God. And that's what I'll tell you. And you're going to have a wonderful and a safe, smooth delivery. However you deliver, you're going to have a safe, smooth delivery. Believe it. I keep saying what you believe, that's what happens. So just believe you're going to deliver safely and everything is going to go well. You're going to be all right. You're going to come back to you. You're still you. Nothing is wrong with you. It's a blessing. It's a bigger blessing. Don't look at it like it's a challenge. Pregnancy is never a challenge. It's God has chosen you to, He's partnering with you. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Look at it like a big deal. You're no longer working in this down realm. You're working in the big realm. You're partnering with the Almighty. Just look at it like that. That you're partnering with the Almighty to bring life on earth. Anyways, that's where I'm going to end this video. Stay blessed, moms. Read your book. Read your Bible. Read whatever book that inspires you. Have a wonderful time. See you in my next video. Subscribe to my channel. Bye. Let me know what you think about my hair in the comment section, and for those that are into hair care products and all that, just let me know what you think I should do with this hair to help it grow longer. And bye.